Hi Virgo, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be your reading for May 2021. This can apply to anywhere where you have Virgo in your chart. If you're not sure what that is, please check out the description box below to locate your free birth chart. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've not already done so. We're going to start by cleaning out our energy. Inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. Okay. I feel like some of you might have a lot of things going on. I feel like there's something you're wanting insignificant that you might not be getting just yet. For Virgo for May 2021. Some of you might be like trying to learn new things, like further your education. Virgo for May. Okay. This is a new deck and it's like kind of big and awkward to shuffle, so be patient with me. I appreciate your time. Let's see what Spirit wants to share with us today. If you're new to my channel, I do not pull the cards myself. I wait to see what Spirit wants to share with us, because I feel like that's the message that's... hold on, give me a minute, guys. Okay. I don't like to pull the cards. I feel like that's my energy. I feel like when Spirit puts them out, that's Spirit's message. So that's what I wait for. I understand if you press for time. So if you are, please feel free to fast forward. But I don't want to like manipulate the message or anything like that. That's why I'm always going to pull on camera. I'm always going to shuffle and like go through this process because again, I want the authentic message from Spirit. I don't want whatever like my energy might provide. So appreciate your time. All right, Virgo, let's get into your reading. Well, actually, as we always do, we're going to pull some additional clarifiers. So we'll get started a little bit, but we're not really ready to get started all the way. Bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Wands. So for some of you, you might feel like you have to defend yourself for some reason. You might feel like people are coming against you, or even like if this is for this, if you feel like you're going to school or something, whatever this is for you, whether you're defending yourself to yourself, somebody else in your environment, whatever it is for you, I feel like there's something that you're, if you are defending yourself to yourself, I feel like it's that energy of like you're not confident enough. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I feel like if it is that energy of where you're like defending yourself, and when I say defending yourself to yourself, I feel like for some of you, you might be like being kind of hard on yourself right now, and I feel like Spirit's like trying to encourage you to kind of lighten it up and like appreciate where you are, who you are. Don't be so aggressive with yourself. For others of you, I feel like there's people in your environment that you might have to defend yourself against. For some of you, I feel like there might be a lack of like clarity in what direction you want to move forward. So you might be like, if you're trying to go to school or something, You might be like having to defend what kind of study that you're wanting to pursue to your family or somebody who's like in your environment who has a strong role. Okay. And the bottom of the deck is the 10 of 10 of Pentacles. So for the bottom of the deck, basically like the underlying energy, you have the 7 of Wands clarified with the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like definitely you're either defending yourself in your environment, to yourself potentially regarding your finances, something within your stability. You might be like fighting yourself within yourself for these things, or like for some of you, I feel like you had received like an intuition to do something or not do something in regards to your stability or your home environment, and you didn't follow it, and now you're kind of like disappointed in yourself and you're kicking yourself in the butt. But I feel like Spirit's like kind of telling you like yes, to like follow your intuition going forward, like to learn your lessons out of the difficulties that you encounter, obviously, but don't allow it to cause you to beat yourself up, because that's not allowing like that doesn't help anything. But now you know for next time you know, make sure you follow your intuition, do what you're guided to do. Your current energy, you have the Sun clarified with the the 7 of Swords. So I feel like right now right now what I'm getting out of this is right now you're wanting to be happy at all costs. Like if somebody's in your environment and they're problematic for you, like you're just like, okay, bye. Like it was difficult. Like it's not that you're not taking anything from that encounter. Like you are disappointed from it. You're probably confused about it, but you're still like, okay, bye. See ya. Like you're not dwelling, you're not staying around for the arguments. You're like, it is what it is, and like moving on. You're not staying around to fight or to like for some of you you might be leaving that other person to like not necessarily leaving, but like walking away from an argument or something like that, and leaving that person like completely confused, because you're trying to be happy. You don't want to be having difficult, heavy energies. You want to be happy. You want to feel confident and strong and proud and secure, you and stable. I feel like you want to grow and progress and develop, and you realize like having these negative energies like constantly like picking at you, like taking shots at you, trying to hold you back, pull you back into like old patterns, old ways. Like you just realize like that's not helping you. It's hard for you. It hurts you. It disappoints you. There's things that you're confused by it, but you're moving on from it. You're not allowing yourself to be trapped within that energy. And the reason why you have the Judgment and the 3 of Pentacles. So I felt like you definitely realize like what you're putting your energy and effort into, the time that you spend building and creating things with somebody and something, you want it to be fair, you want it to be honest, you want it to be like worthy and like how you say, like you want it to be good. Like you want to get the just reward out of the efforts that you've been harvesting. Like you want to you want to harvest the fruits out of the labors that you've been putting into this project, this relationship, this marriage for some of you, this work, this career, like this home, whatever it is for you. You've been trying to create something and develop something and build something with somebody else, or that somebody else has an impact in. And maybe it hasn't been fair. Maybe it hasn't felt like it's gone the way you want it to. Maybe you are disappointed and you're not really seeing it working out the way you want it to. And I feel like you're definitely on that area of like, I want to be happy. You don't want to sit around and be fighting and be arguing. You want to be on the same page with the people that you're building with, whether that's in work or relationship. And no, everything's not perfect and smooth all the time, but you can understand people's thought process, and you could get along, and there's this mutual respect, and there's boundaries, and there's healthy ways of doing things even in the midst of conflict. So I feel like if you're not getting that right now, you're wanting that, and you're gonna, like, you're not willing to fight. You're like, you're walking away from any crap that's in your environment because you want to be happy. You want to move forward to things that bring you joy and clarity, and there's not confusion, there's not heaviness. You want to be surrounded by light and joy and just good, healthy energy. I feel like you see a direction that you want to go. I feel like you have a hope in mind, like a game plan, like a map kind of. And even if it's not a place, it's a feeling. It's like I feel like you have a hope for the way you want to feel in the life that you want to live. And I feel like you're willing to kind of be happy for yourself now. I feel like in the past you've definitely made a lot of sacrifices for other people, to have, like, to make other people happy, to help other people. But I feel like now you're starting to realize that that's not always been fair for you. It's not always been, it's not always caused you to feel good. So I feel like you're definitely walking away from heaviness, from negative energies, from confusion, from fighting, from arguing, to move forward, to be happy, to be joyful and abundant. And again, on a soul level, you have the Queen of Wands and again the Sun card. So definitely with that being your current energy and at a soul level, I feel like at a soul level, you know that you are entitled to feel happy, to feel confident and secure in life. And if you don't know that already, you're starting to know that. I feel like you're starting to feel confident if you're not already. I feel like you're realizing the abundance that you have, I feel like you are confident. I feel like your confidence is growing. You're realizing what you bring to the table, how you build and what you build, and how it's fair and balanced and just, and how, like, anybody in their right mind would want it. And so I feel like you're really finding joy in yourself and pride in yourself right now, and not in an egotistical way, in a healthy and balanced way, in a way that says, hey, I love you, but I love me too, so I can't allow you to walk over me because I don't deserve that. And I wouldn't do that to you, so don't do it to me. Like, I see this, it's very beautiful, and I'm sure it took a long time to get there because, like, the past, how do you say? The journeys that you've encountered that has led you to these points, these areas. These aren't lessons that you just learn overnight, and these aren't lessons and ideas and inspirations that you get by just having things easy and handed to you. So you definitely worked for this feeling that you're developing, this confidence, this joy that you're going towards. You earned it. You worked for it. You deserve it. In your recent past, you have the High Priestess clarified with the Page of Swords in the reverse. One second. Okay. So I know I said it came out in the reverse. We're actually going to take it in the sideways because it came out in the reverse, and then I flipped it and it came in the upright. So in your recent past, I felt like definitely you were receiving guidance. You were trying to follow your intuition. For some of you, okay, all right. For some of you, I'm getting, you might have not trusted your intuition regarding somebody's deceptive ways, their shady tactics, and you're kind of disappointed in yourself. For others of you, I feel like you're not trusting your intuition the way that you should. For some of you, you're not trusting it, and for others of you, you might not be using it. For others of you, I feel like you're on spot, like you're spot on. You're spot on with your intuition. I feel like in your recent past, there might have been, for some of you, there's still something that you don't have full clarity on. I feel like that's how come the Page of Swords might be in the reverse. I feel like for some of you, you might be expecting information, but you're not receiving it. Or you're hoping for information, but you're not receiving it. But I'm also getting like very heavy. Like you're not, like there was something you didn't follow your intuition on, and it led you to be disappointed. Okay, your crowning energy. 10 of Wands clarified with the 5 of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, there's a disappointment. There's a disappointment in an emotional investment. We'll say that. And it's been heavy. It's been a heavy burden, and you're thinking about like how difficult it's been, if it's worth it, like what's the point of it. I feel like there's this energy of like, it's like just kind of like looking back at like how much you've invested, how much time you spent, and how little you've gotten back from it, and how you feel just neglected, and like just, I feel for some of you, I feel like you just have that. It's not like you're physically on your knees, but you might feel like that emotionally. I feel like you are wanting to walk away from love, or somebody else walked away from love. Whatever it is, there's a disappointment in love. There's a burden that you've carried for a long time, a heaviness, and it's been something that you should have put down a long time ago. For some of you, you might have put it down several times and picked it back up. And your near future. You have the 9 of Swords clarified with the 5 of Wands. Okay. All right. So Virgo, in your near future, there might be something that causes you a lot of mental stress and conflict, and where you feel trapped in your mind. You might be having difficulty sleeping, and that's going to be because of like a disagreement, like an argument, a fight that you've had with somebody. I feel like for some of you, you might just be like, in your near future, you might be like having like arguments with people. For some of you, there might be some late nights because of arguments, or while there's arguments. For some of you, I'm feeling like you're trapped in your mind, or you're disappointed in your mind in your near future because you didn't fight for yourself, or you didn't fight for something or someone. For some of you in your near future, we're going to pull some additional clarifiers. But I'm getting like you're going to feel like in your near future, you might feel like heaviness around you, like difficulty, like a lack of clarity, like mental confusion, a lot of like sleepless nights, a lot of like mental chatter, because of a disagreement, a fight of some sort. How you see yourself. You have the King of Pentacles clarified with the 7 of Wands again. All right, so 7 of Wands, we had that at the bottom of the deck. So, and it was also in regards to the 10 of Pentacles. And then now we have the King of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, and I'm kind of going to tie them in together because I feel like they're very similar, right? We got the 7 of Wands as the clarifier and as the main card. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which represents actions of money, actions of prosperity, long-term stability, like somebody who like you can go to and depend on. They're gonna be there and they're gonna be stable for the long term. They're somebody who you can rely on, but they're very slow. They're not somebody who's quick to act. And then you also have the 10 of Pentacles down here, which represents your home, your like the great life that you would want, like abundance and wealth. So I feel like they kind of tie together. It's basically the same if you put them like this. They're very similar. So what I'm going to say about this is I feel like you see yourself right now as somebody who is stable. And maybe not even right now. I take that back. You see yourself as somebody who is stable. I feel like you are having to fight for yourself, for your abundance, for yourself right now. I feel like you're having to I feel like maybe you might have people in your environment who are trying to belittle you or question you or accuse you, whatever it is. There's something even for yourself, you might be kind of like feeling like I shouldn't have did that. Like you might have like negative energies, negative things going against yourself right now. But whatever it is, you have the ability to overcome this. Like the Seven of Wands. Let me show you this. The Seven of Wands. In this card, you can't really tell it, but she's on a mountain. It's hard to see. She's on a mountain. She has the upper ground, and she also has her little spirit guide right here, helping her, encouraging her, motivating her, giving her little insight. And then on this Seven of Wands, you can definitely see that they don't have a bird or anything, but they do have the upper ground, and you can clearly see it in this picture. Everybody's beneath them. They're fighting. They're coming down. Whoever's down here, like, they're gonna get hit by this. Like, and there's no way that these weapons are gonna reach them to be able to really cause any damage. Anything that these people might do, this individual is gonna see coming, and they're gonna have time to back up. So like basically, like the Seven of Wands, like you can defend yourself. You have more than the ability to defend yourself. You have the higher ground. You are in the right. Okay. Since you have the higher ground, I'm assuming that whatever situation you are defending yourself in, you do have the higher ground in. You would be in the right. So I feel like definitely standing up for yourself, that's obviously the right thing to do. Standing up for your abundance and your integrity, the person you want to be, the way you want to live, your lifestyle, your hopes, your dreams, where you want to live, where you want to work. That's how you want to make money. Like, that's your priority, and you should feel confident to do so. And so I feel like definitely continue doing that. And I feel like for some of you, you might be in the midst of doing that right now, with that energy being the bottom of the deck, and also how you feel about yourself. But I feel like you're definitely going to be overcoming. Like I said, with the Seven of Wands, that individual is in the higher, they have higher ground above whatever it is that they have to defend themselves against. How others see you, you have the Two of Pentacles clarified with the Four of Swords. So some people in your environment might see that you're kind of like really confused right now, have a lot of things going on, but you're trying to heal. For others, I feel like there's people that notice that you're trying to heal a relationship, heal yourself, and or work on your prosperity, work on your abundance. For some of you, you might have had like a change in like a relationship and a change in employment all at the same time, or around the same time. Let's see. I feel like for some of you, you might be reviewing options for like your prosperity, like how you want to bring in your abundance and your wealth. Or other people might see you as having a lot of opportunities. And I feel like some people have seen you come a long way. And I feel like some people are like kind of impressed because you've came from like a hard, you've gone through a difficult situation that has been emotionally depleting for you at some point in time, but you still managed to balance things out. So I feel like people see you and like they're impressed with that energy. Your hopes and or fears. You had the Five of Swords clarified with the Eight of Wands. Okay. For some of you, I feel like you're fearful of having a communication coming in that you've kind of wanted for a long time, but I feel like you're fearful of it coming in and being confused by it, not being able to trust it. For others of you, I feel like you're confused as to if you should try to communicate something that you've been wanting to communicate for a long time. For others of you, I feel like you're, I feel like there's like a communication, there's some sort of communication, or there's like, all right, there's some like, how do you say? There's either a communication that you've been wanting to have for a long time, or that somebody's been wanting to have with you, and or there's like a target that you have towards you, that you have an emotional attention attraction towards, that you want to kind of communicate this and share it, but I feel like you're not sure how to do that. You're not sure if you should do that. So there's like a lot of confusion, and like I feel like there's like a hope to be able to have that opportunity, but at the same time, there's a fear of not being able to trust it and not sure of how it'll go. Just, I feel like it's very confusing. It's very like heavy energy of like, you want to do something, you want to say something, and being confused if you should and if you can trust it or not. Final outcome, should things remain the same? You have the 8 of Swords in the reverse, clarified with the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so for sure, Virgo, there's been something that you've went through that was heavy and difficult. And you are no longer going to be in your head about it. I feel like you're going to be stepping out of that energy of, even though, like, I feel like it's not been something, like, I feel like you've been able to sleep, you've been able to relax and kind of stay mellow. But I feel like there's been times where even though the thoughts, the heaviness that you think about, the conflict that you feel stuck within yourself about, I feel like you're going to continue to work out of that. But I feel like you're definitely getting the upper hand on that energy. I felt like you're improving, like day by day, bit by bit. You're getting better and better every day in every way, and really working on yourself, working on getting clarity and truth and insight for yourself, and trying to bring balance to yourself. And I feel like you're going to continue to do so. Sorry, I dropped it. We're going to have one more shuffle. If you're interested in reaching out for a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below. We have a little pre-message here. The Page of Air and the High Priestess. Okay. All right, guys. So let me point out this to you. In your recent past, you had the High Priestess with the Page of Swords in the reverse, okay? In your recent past. And now I'm shuffling to get more clarifiers. And now we have a pre-message that has the Page of Swords and the High Priestess. And they're both in the upright. So, what I'm going to say to this is that, and I want you to see these images. I feel like there's definitely going to be like a mental clarity, an internal clarity. You're going to receive like an intuition on something, and it's going to bring clarity. So whatever it is in this recent past, you're going to be finding your way out of that. You're going to be like healing that energy and improving. Like I feel like you're going to be trusting your intuition more. And you're going to feel like more confident to use it. And I feel like that's what you're also going to be working on up here, because you're going to be working at something and creating something that's going to help you to get out of your mind, to get unstuck within your thoughts. So I feel like that's going to be that's that High Priestess and that Page of Swords in the upright. That's what it's going to be. Have the opportunity to like allow you to like use your intuition more, work with your intuition more. Okay. And then you have a Message of Water, which is basically a Page of Cups, and Queen of Earth, which is Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you, show you the cards. I feel like Spirit's advising you to like communicate whatever we were getting a message about. Oh, here it is. In your hopes and or fears, there's this, like, you want to have this communication, and but you're like stuck in your mind about it, and it with it being like, and the reason why I say it's probably like has an emotional tie to it is because the 8 of Wands, these used to represent the arrows from Cupid. And then they also like represent like communication, and it, to me, it's like a pressure cooker that's been building up and building up of wanting to be released, like wanting to say this, wanting to have this conversation, wanting to do this, and not being able to, and it just like penting up. Like, I hope you understand what I'm saying. But then there's like that mental conflict about it. So then you have the Queen of Earth and the Page of Water, and the Page of Water and the Queen of Earth. So whatever this this pre-message is, I'm not saying that it necessarily relates to this area in your reading. I'm just saying it potentially could. But I feel like Spirit's asking you to either communicate whatever it is that you're passionate about, that you want to have long term in your environment, that you want to see grow and evolve. Make sure that you are communicating to it, with it, that your emotions. Like, you can't just expect things to grow on their own. Like, plants need water. Like, even the rain comes, it plants, it waters the plants that we are watering ourselves. So everything needs that like nurturing energy to grow. And so whatever it is that you find to be passionate about, that you want to see grow, make sure that you're investing in it and feeding it and allowing it to develop and grow. And if you're not being honest with yourself, then that's not going to allow your wish fulfillment to come in. And if you're not being honest with Spirit and the people that you want this wish fulfillment with, and you're not communicating, then like closed mouths don't get fed, basically, right? So I just picked up the rest of the cards to be able to shuffle, to get into pulling additional cards. And the bottom of the deck basically was the 8 of Earth and the High Priestess. So with the 8 of Earth, it speaks about like we're building something, we're creating something, we're doing something. 8 of Pentacles right here. We're building, we're creating, we're doing something. We're working at something. And then with the High Priestess, we're working and building our intuition, our connection with Source, our connection with our internal self. So I think it's a beautiful message that Spirit definitely wants to be heard. And that message has came out a couple of times now, to work on your intuition, to work on your internal self, your connection with Source, connection with self, and trusting your intuition. All right, we're going to have one more shuffle. Okay, sorry guys, one more. Let's get some more on our current energy. All right, current energy, you have 2 of Water, 10 of Air, King of Fire, Queen of Earth. Okay, Virgo. So, 2 of Cups. There's an emotional connection that's kind of exhausting for you. It might be with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, sorry. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And I feel like it's been something that's kind of been going on for a long time. I feel like that's why, like, that's what you're, this is, like, to clarify, like, what's the, so, okay, the Seven of Swords, it doesn't, sometimes it's like somebody's trying to get away with something, somebody's trying to be sneaky and shady, but sometimes it's like they're taking those swords to go back to, they stole them from that camp, so that camp can't use them against them. So it's about what is it, like, keeping yourself going, like protecting yourself, thinking long-term strategic planning for your self-preservation. There you go. Sorry. Took a while. So I feel like, and then with that, you're walking towards the sun, like your happiness, your joy, your clarity. I feel like definitely, like, and then with this 10 of Swords down here, as your clarifier with this Two of Cups, basically, it is an emotional connection or tie that is very, I feel like at times it's strong and overpowering, and at times it's nurturing. I feel like for some of you it's very confusing, it's up and down, it's, you're not sure what's to do with it. It started as healthy, and then I feel like it kind of I feel like it is at times very loving and nurturing, but at the same time it's heavy and exhausting. I feel like you're wanting to have something easier, and just easier, something more nurturing and loving. And so you're walking away from the fighting. You're not wanting to fight and have difficult problems anymore. You're moving away from that energy. What else do we want to clarify? Let's get some more in this recent past. Recent past. Patience. So patience came out. I don't know if you saw it. Well, yeah, you saw it. There was a little thing that fell, but we're going to keep on going here. I just felt like there was more. So the one that came out was patience. So I felt like that's what was in your recent past with your intuition. Like you're something with your patience is impacting your ability to use your intuition in the way that you would like to, or to the full ability. And it was something in regards to your patience that impacted like the full use, the full ability to receive that message or put it to its full use. And then we have the Hierophant, 9 of Water, and the 6 of Water. For some of you, okay. For some of you, there might have been an emotional connection that you saw as your wish fulfillment, but for whatever reason, at some point, whenever this period is in time, it got away from you. And I feel like that heavy energy that you still carry, it impacts like your patience, your ability to like really tune into your intuition to your full ability. Because it's love. Your emotions impact your intuition. I feel like, in my opinion, your intuition is related heavily to like the emotional realm, and so it, in my opinion, I feel like any time that we have like a really heavy hurt that is emotional for us, it impacts our spiritual gifts, even if it's for a short or long period of time, however period it is, because it's a hurt. It's basically like if you were to hurt your arm, break something, you wouldn't be able to use that for a while until it healed, right? Amelia, can you call that out, please? Thank you. Sorry, guys. So I feel like whatever it was for you in your recent past, there was something that you thought was going to be like your wish fulfillment. You saw it being long term. You saw it being like like a connection, like it's like marriage material, basically. It was wish fulfillment for you, and it didn't work out, and it left you with this feeling of like nostalgia. Like you think about this person or event or whatever it is for you, and you care about them, whatever it is for you, and you are fond when you think about them. You think about that with love, but for whatever reason it didn't work out. So that's obviously why you're thinking about them in that aspect, because they're no longer there. They're no longer around. It did not play out to the way that you had hoped and expected in your past. And that had impacted your patience, your ability to really use your intuition to its full capacity, to your full ability. We're going to leave that energy there. Everybody's different, and it's quite heavy. If you're interested in a personal reading, please feel free to reach out to me. But for this general reading, we'll just leave it there. And take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's see. What else do we want to clarify? Crowning energy is pretty. Let's do your near future. Okay, I like it. Message of air and 6 of fire. Okay. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. This is a general reading, guys. In your near future, you're going to be confused and like kind of feel like you have to fight for something, with something, or something. You're going to have some sleepless nights. To clarify that even further, you have the message of air and the 6 of fire. So it looks like there's going to be some sort of communication coming in that you're not going to maybe expect necessarily, but that communication will lead to potentially more communications, or maybe like a meeting or some sort. Whatever this is, that's what's going to cause this fighting in your environment. And then you're going to kind of really be stuck in your mind. For some of you, actually no, we're going to leave it there. There's going to be, in your near future, potentially, there might be some communication comes in that goes well, that might lead to some other issues in your environment, potentially. Let's get some on the hopes and the fears. 7 of fire, so 7 of wands. Third time. So I feel like whatever you have this heaviness about, like, defend yourself. Defend it. Don't allow it to overtake you. Expect love to be healthy. Like, let me clarify this. So there's some sort of communication or something that wants to be had. It kind of is hinted at several times during your reading. There's something you want to do or say that you've been wanting to do or say for quite a while, that you keep yourself trapped and hung up on, that you don't do it and you don't say it because you're not sure how it's going to go. You have mental conflict within it. You're not sure if you can trust it. You're not sure how it's going to work out. But with the 7 of wands here, it's like defending energy again. It's the higher ground. I feel like if you were to attempt whatever it is that you're wanting to, that you're fearful to, I feel like it would work out in a way that would, maybe it wouldn't be exactly everything you'd want it to be, but it would work out with the 7 of wands, like that being your directive here. Or let's see, maybe some of you did try something, and that's how come you tried it and it didn't work out, and that's why you have that fear now. Let's see. So we have the Chariot and the Fortune's Wheel to have more on this 7 of fire. So I feel like whatever this, it's, okay. whatever it is that you want to do and say, that you've been wanting to do and say for a long time that you haven't, I feel like Spirit's saying to like defend your position on it to yourself and allow movement to transition the way that this it's going to, like, you getting out of your mind, and defending yourself, and fighting yourself against whatever it is that you're concerned and scared about. And I don't mean like if you have like these red flags of don't do this, don't do that, it's not healthy. I mean more of like, oh, they're not going to want me, I'm not good enough. I mean that kind of energy. I mean that self-doubt. I don't mean those like authentic, genuine red flags. I mean that self-doubt energy. Fight that. And once you put movement towards it, it's going to change your whole life. It's going to change your environment. It's going to change the way you do things. It's going to change the way you think. Let's see. Any other messages for Virgo? Virgo for May. Any other messages? You have the 9 of Fire, which is basically the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands represents this person has been to battle, and they're taking a break right now because it's been so difficult and hard, and they're just kind of resting and recouping. In this particular picture, it looks like she's in oh, that's cute. There's little fireflies down there. I don't know if you can see them very well. But there's little fireflies down there, and it's like her little lantern, her wishes and hopes, and her like good luck from it, that the good luck that comes from her, that it's like that energy, that health, that high vibration energy that comes from her and feeds her dreams and lights her way to her. But anyway, so she's in this like little mountain cave thing. She's in this cave, like resting and recuperating. So I feel like Spirit's advising you to like rest and recoup. Stop pushing yourself. Stop pushing the energy. Stop forcing things. Allow it to be what it is. Don't. Okay, so then now, hold on. Don't force the energy. Allow it to be what it is. Allow people to move at the pace that they're comfortable with, and you move at the pace you're comfortable with. Do things because it's natural and comfortable for you. Be authentic within yourself and allow other people to too. And don't fight for other people to do what you want them to do. Like it has to be genuine and authentic. People have to do things because that's what they want to do. Because that's what they're inspired to do. So let that be that. And if it's forced, then it's not natural. And it's going to fall apart eventually anyway. All right, so then we all have the 2 of Earth and the 8 of Earth for additional advice, guidance. So what this is saying to me is like really balance the things that you are wanting to create. You have had the 2 of Earth, which is 2 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Earth, which is 8 of Pentacles, show out multiple times in this reading as well. So I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to find a balance on the things that you're working at and on. Like, work on the things that mean something to you because it's genuine to you. Don't work on it because and waste your energy on it because that's what you feel like you're supposed to do. Allow yourself to be yourself and allow things to be authentic and inspired. And put action towards the things that you feel inspired to do so because you feel inspired to, not because you feel like you have to. And then you'll notice like that energy, like your intuition, your vibration will increase. Like I just feel like once you start to like follow your intuition and stop self-doubting and self-sabotaging, I feel like there won't be so much heaviness and so much resistance. But whatever it is that you have to fight right now to defend yourself within or around whatever, I feel like you definitely have the capability to do so. You have the 7 of Wands out here multiple times. You might as well have the 6. Actually, you did have the 6 of Wands. So I was about to say, I was about to say, with the 7 of Wands out here so many times representing what they're representing, you might as well have the 6 of Wands. And you do in your near future is the Six of Wands, which is the Six of Fire, so Six of Wands. So, awesome. Let's see, I'm being told to look at the bottom of the deck. You had the Page of Water. So there's going to be some sort of communication at some point in time in regards to love. It's like either, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be platonic. But there's going to be like some sort of communication shared with you, or that you have, that makes you feel very loving and very nurtured in a moment. Let's see. Is there anything else? All right, Virgo. Sorry, I don't take pre-messages on oracle cards. All right, this will be our last shuffle. Virgo for me. Virgo for me. All right, so we have a couple of them that came out. We have Caterpillar, Opportunity. So I feel like definitely there's things that are being created. You're working a lot on yourself, and I feel like that's definitely, with the caterpillar, like they go through this transition where they go and they cocoon in their little shell, and then they come out a whole different creature than what they started. So I feel like you're definitely going through this transition, and it's creating new opportunities for you. That could be with relationships. That could be in regards to your work environment, your living environment. Anytime that you change the inside, the outside is always going to have to change as well. And then you have the Benefactor, Grace and Generosity. So I feel like you've definitely shared abundance with others, and I felt like you've helped other people to feel joy and love. And I feel like that energy, if you're not feeling it yet, I feel like definitely you're going to start to feel it more. And I feel like it's an energy that's pretty, it's going to make you feel very loved and very nurtured. It's very powerful, but very loving and gentle at the same time. Next, you have Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Okay. So for some of you, you might have like a reconnection coming back in. You might meet somebody if you are single. And I feel like, or it could be a friend. It doesn't have to be, well, it says union. Well, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection. But whatever it is, for some of you, I feel like definitely there's going to be somebody coming in that you're going to have a connection with, that it's not going to be like you've known before. And if you have known this individual before, I don't know, I just feel like this connection is going to go to new heights. It's going to be something that is going to go to new levels that neither of you have known before. Okay. And then you have Crown Games, right? Use of power. I feel like Spirit's definitely proud of the way that you have displayed yourself and your authority in this life. I feel like Spirit is very proud of you. I feel like you've taken a lot of I feel like you've taken a lot of things on the chin, basically. You've overcame a lot of things. And you still are, like, you still have a loving way about you, even though you might have went through a lot of hard things. I feel like you're definitely somebody who has abundance. You might not like be rolling in millions, but you definitely have your bills covered. You have the things you need in life. And I feel like you share that with people. I feel like you're the type of person that people come to when they need assistance, they need advice, they need a loan or help with something. You're somebody that they come to. And I feel like you're somebody that, like, you know the responsibility that you carry and you try to honor it and respect it and use it correctly. And I feel like spirit values that and sees that within you, and is going to be rewarding you soon, if not already, for that. Okay, Virgo, that has been your reading for May. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already done so. You can see the description box below to reach out to me for a personal reading as well as other details. If this reading has resonated and you would like to leave a tip, there's a link below to do that as well. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Thank you so much for your time and watching my video today.